Hello everyone, I'm Kylin Liang from Kylin Soft. Today, my speech is the subject is the application and population of Windows program on Ubuntu Kylin. I will introduce the work we have done to promote Windows application on Linux. Okay. The speech have this part one. Wait, okay. The speech have this part one. Current situation of Linux application ecosystem. Two, shortcomings one at the current stages. Next, the work of Windows application adaptation on Linux by Ubuntu Kylin. The first part is our future research and development plan about how to run one on ARM architecture. Let's look at the current situation of Linux application ecosystem. Look at this picture. Windows system occupy most of the marketplace. So for Linux, there are a chicken and egg problem. Until Linux can provide equivalence for the Windows application, its market share on the desktop will stagnate. But until the market share of Linux on desktop raise, no wonder we'll develop application for Linux. How should we break this vicious circle? One is a good answer. We use one in our operating system products to replacement the user requirement for Windows application. And some users have already paid a high cost for the previous solution they used on Windows, mainly in terms of labor costs, learning costs, and license fee. By reducing the migration cost in this part, more users can be attracted to migrate out of the Windows platform. We think the Linux desktop is sufficient for daily use by normal user, but the main difficulty in domain-specific market with the zero-cost migration solutions described above. It's dramatically lower the barriers that prevent user from switching to Linux, which increases its market share in that domain. Okay, let's look at the one architectures. The top is Windows ESC and DOR, and the bottom is Linux kernel. One is in the middle. It is a compatibility layer capable of running Windows application on several POSIX compliant operating system, such as Linux, Mac OS, and BSD. One can load PEgram like Windows ESC DOR and run it as an ELF program on Linux. The one server can manage different Windows apps and different Windows. So by one, Windows apps can run on Linux. Let's look at the shortcomings of one at the current stage. Let's look at the shortcomings of one at the current stage. WeChat and Tencent meeting are popular applications on Windows desktop in China, but these apps have many bugs when run them on Linux with one, and the support for this program in one is insufficient. Also, the use of one is a bit difficult for normal user, and a lot of tedious configuration work is required, which affects the promotion of one Windows application. WeChat is as Telegram in China. Let's look at the work. Let's look at the work we have done in Windows application adaptation on Linux. First, we fix some bugs of one. Some bugs are critical. Secondly, we developed a Windows application packaging method based on one. We packed Windows application in debian package, aka deb, which is easier to manage. Also, we pack the Win to app image files, which contain all 32-bit dependency. It can directly run between the different Linux distributions and free yourself from dependency troubles. Then we pack the one again from package app image to deb format to adapt to Linux package management. The last, we also research how to run one in ARM architecture with Camel. Current stage is it runs slowly and the efficiency is low. Let's look at the one bugs. Okay, fix some errors about rich text editing, and implement some missing features. It is used to resolve a display issue about text and image is missing in WeChat text error. And I also fix video stream error when use WeChat group live. The picture is WeChat group live feature. You can share your screen and camera with your group number. WeChat is like Telegram in China. I also analyze the issue which WeChat can capture screen. Fix the bug related to one GDI and GDI plus component. Fix some error in QCAP library and wait for L2 driver. It will cause video call fail. Let's look some app image information. App image is a packaging method that can contain dependent library. The finished app image can run on any base distribution such as Ubuntu, Debian, and CentOS. The below is some information about app image. You can find more details in this website. Now I will introduce our method package Windows application. Step 1 is package Windows application. By this command 1, which has set up in SE, and copy the right fonts to one container. 3, modify some registry items that the application require. By the 4, we regedit one regs. The one reg file contain. That's okay. The one reg file contains the registry keys that need to modify, which need to be at the one registry. 6. File. Copy folder to the package folder, and .1 is the container of WeChat. Create 6 create icons and desktop entry files, and write a shell script to run package Windows application 1, and add this file to package folder. The last packaging the Windows application with this command dkgb. Okay. This sum works. And we also research how to run one on ARM architecture. We test the Camel. At the current stage, our tests show it run slowly, and the efficiency is low, and the method the method how to run one with Camel in its user mode. Camel i386 and the 1. The following is Windows apps. This is the website is menu of Camel. We also test box 86 to run one on ARM. All some tests show it's efficient, but have also many problems. The below is some information of box 86. Box 86, which allow you run x86 Linux programs on non-x86 architecture like ARM. The host system need be 32-bit literal ending. The website is its main page. If you're interested interest is of it, you can visit this website. Now we found the emulator Box 86 have good performance, but have many bugs. Okay, this page is our feature research and development plan. First, we will resolve the one bugs reported by our customer. Also, we will research rich editing and direct show module and contribute back to one community. Also, we will research other simulator technologies such as XGR Box 86. We hope run Windows application efficiently to Linux on ARM architecture. By the way, XGR is a good simulator which have many Windows applications on Android system, but it's not open source. Okay, my speech is over. My English is not as good. Okay. Any question? Thank you for your listening. Okay, let's look.
Thanks for this. There are some questions in the shared notes. I'm not sure if you can see it, if you want me to read them aloud. It's on the... Okay.
Okay, I'm looking at the channels. What's the steps must one take to analyze an issue with one and try to troubleshoot it? Resolve one bug is a difficult work. I think you can first you must open the log you need. You also need learn or know Windows API, how Windows API works, how Windows API how to use the Windows API, and you need to guess the logic or the function of the Unicode and how the API works, how it's run. This is a little difficult. Also, you must do many tests and make sure what you learn about Windows API. You must be patient, and you also learn about learn a lot of the Win code. The code is large. The code is very large. Okay, you must be patient. Log analysis and learn. Repeat the cycle. I think. How the steps the learn curve take step. Is worried about writing, start, script, and editing. The second question. You need to learn how to edit the registry. for one, you must install the Windows apps with one to a container. Let's look at let's look at the step. The several steps. You need to know how one works and how one find his container .win file. Of course there are many works we have done to run one. This is my my method we development one. Okay, I can't say my mind. Varied stuff scripts. If you have used one before, it's a little same. You need to know it. You need to learn more about one, how one works, how one find his container containers. Okay, I can't say more. Could you try to write a shortcut which are that works GTK and Qt is in their order. If someone is asked to test, I have no the ability write WeChat is not open source, and it's Tencent company. It's the product of Tencent company. We can't know what he works. I can't Linux apps for so we use one to adapt one to run WeChat. We can't write this apps. If you package Microsoft Office like that, legality license will it work? Okay, the license is a problem. I think we need to take care this problem and communicated the related company license 才是说。Okay, if I package Microsoft like that with okay, the license is issue. Yes. Maybe it's compatibility layer. Okay. Okay. Any question? This is my works to research one. I'm glad to share this with LAS. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for your very interesting talk. So there is one comment in the chat, if you want to take a look at it, is about why don't you, instead of packing WeChat on your own, why don't you ask Tencent to do it? It's a tricky question, I guess. Given that we have time, maybe you want to try to point or to address that one.